What's up, guys? Tim here with Tim's Computer Repair. In this video, I'm doing a little review here of this Pure Base 500 white case that I have here. I'm going to be doing a build in this for a customer. First time using this case, and I just want to kind of give everybody a rundown of this case in case you're interested in maybe purchasing and using this case for your build. Be Quiet is not a sponsor of this video. I have purchased this for myself. I'm about to get started on this build, and I kind of want to give a little review on it to let you guys know what I think about it and get your guys' input and let me know what you think about it. This is the white version. They also have a black version of this case. So let's get into taking a look at the features. This is a basic version of this case. So not a whole lot to it. There's no RGB bling. This is pretty much just a straight up case, workstation type computer. Already I know people don't like these side vents, this intake. There's no mesh front. It's solid. I don't mind that. I've built several computers where there's only side intakes. I own a major gaming rig that I use that only has side intakes. I have not had any cooling issues. So that's your preference, that's my preference. Let me know down in the chat what you think about that. This case also has two USB 3.0 ports up top. Of course, the power button that lights up or whatever, and also has hard drive activity there, microphone, headphone, jack, pretty basic stuff. This particular version, the only thing I don't like about it is that it does not have USB Type-C, but there will be one USB Type-C on the back of the motherboard here. Real quick, looking up top here, I'll show you. This top just comes off, it's magnetic. You can see there a nice mesh top here, and I know it looks kind of ugly. Luckily, I'll show you this a little bit later. There is a filter magnetic insert here, mesh magnetic insert that kind of disguises that a little bit, cleans it up a little bit. If you like the cleaner look, you can go with this here. It still gives you some vents here for airflow up top, so not too bad there. Glass panel here. It's not smoked glass. I don't know if it's tempered glass, it doesn't say. That's what the side panel is made of there. You can see it's got a nice clean look on the inside. I like that. Back, pretty basic stuff here. You got all of your expansion slots here and a locking mechanism here for your expansions, of course. This does have a rear-based bracket to install your power supply. So basically you just remove this bracket, then you install that bracket onto your power supply, and you slide all of that in all together. I do like that feature of this case. It makes installing a power supply a lot easier because this has a nice shroud, and I do like the fact that it has like a mesh over the top where you can, kind of see your power supply through the mesh there. Let me go ahead and take off this panel here, and I'm going to turn it around and take off the other panel, and we'll have a look at what features this has to offer. This case comes complete with not one, but two 140 millimeter fans. If you want to do water cooling, this supports all the way up to a 360 millimeter rad, top or front. So if you do have water cool going on, you might want to just leave this on here. I'm going to be removing this and using this. Turn this around here. This is the mesh top that kind of dresses out the top. I'll go ahead and take this off here. So this guy will actually go up top to dress out the mesh. As you can see here, it's got the nice Be Quiet logo on it. This fits right up top here. Take this off and put this guy on. Fits nicely, dresses it out. I like that look. It looks really nice. That's the configuration I'm going to be going with this. While we're looking back here, you can see how the wire management comes down. You got some nice wire straps here with all of your front panel connectors ready to go. Also has a nice place. This is where two of these 2.5 inch drives go for your SSDs. This case actually holds up to 5 SSDs total. Here's a bracket right here that is removable, that holds 2 of your SSDs, and you can remove this also to get to your back plate of your motherboard in case you want to do any kind of a cooler swapping there while it's installed in your case. The other places for your drives are here. So that's 2 here on this bracket. Then you have 2 more here on this panel here. This is also removable. See there, it comes right off. So you can mount your drives or what have you. I'll go ahead and show you where the 5th SSD can be installed. There's a removable drive caddy here. This is where you also mount, you can mount up to 2 of your 3.5-inch drives. Pull these cables out here. Pull that out. You got your accessory box here that most cases now come with it included, you know, in your drive caddy. Pull that out. And you can see down here is another area where you can add another SSD 2.5, so a total of 5, and then you have 2 slots here that you can mount 3.5-inch storage drives there, regular hard drives. Looking good. Of course, you got your regular USB 3.0 connector, your front panel connector, your audio connector, and you have the 1 fan connector here. We'll be adding to that. But I will say, simple, simple, simple. I like it. Nothing added, no RGBs. I don't mind that a bit. Sometimes it's better to go like that. Okay, let's go ahead and pop open this front cover. I'll show you this. Another thing I like about this case is this front cover is on here solid. A lot of times if you pick up or you pull on the bottom of these front covers, they just like almost pop right off. That's very, I don't know, unsafe for your computer. If you've ever had to move or carry your computer around to clean it or whatever, and you go to pick it up, this always feels like a nice place to pick your computer up. I've had these rip right off while I'm holding them because they're just not on there solid enough, and you could drop your computer. You could something major could happen with that, so we don't want that to happen. So I'm just taking me a small screwdriver here, and we'll just kind of pop this open. There we go. So it's on there pretty darn tight. I'll turn it around here. They got some very nice sound dampening on the front of this panel here. I do like that. Some sound dampening going on to keep your computer running nice and quiet. Since it's called Be Quiet, I would imagine so. And you can see here there is room to move and adjust these fans wherever you like. These are actually your filters. I like it like that because it's very easy to clean. There's no filter to remove. You can actually just blow it out while this is still attached to the case. So, you know, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this. Underneath the power supply here, there is a removable filter. You can just slide it out and clean it off. Nothing new there. That's common with most cases. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and put a build in here. This is compatible with micro ATX all the way up to ATX. I must point out also that this case is entirely made of metal. No cheap plastics in this case whatsoever. The only thing that is plastic would be this front cover. Everything else entirely made of metal. I like that. So, and I also like the fact that it's got a nice little lip here to feed your wires through, your wire management, to kind of hide that gap there. I do like that. The Be Quiet logo there, I think is kind of neat. The white theme. So let me go ahead and get this guy started to build, and I'll kind of keep you updated as I go, or give you a couple of shots of it while I'm building this, just to see how things are looking. Okay, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this case down in the chat. I will also have links to this case down below in the description, so use my links, help support my channel. I would appreciate that. Okay, as you can see here, the motherboard is installed. You can see how clean it looks. I got a Be Quiet theme going here. I'm kind of liking that. Just look how great that motherboard looks in this case. As you can see, lots of room here for any size graphics card you want to put in this case. I'm not going to go with the real beefy one in this particular build, but I just kind of want to show you guys kind of what it looks like with just a motherboard installed. I'm also noticing up here, lots of space up here to pull my cables to plug in. Okay, moving along here, I have the 3060 graphics card here. You see how that short card fits in here. You can still see how there's so much more room here. I'm loving the black against the white, with the white logo, with the white case. I'm liking that. You can see here I've already got my front panels hooked up here. Comes up through these slots, very nice. There's my audio right here. Comes up through these little slots down here. Very good design. I'm liking that. There's my USB 3. That's plugged in, ready to go. Cool. All right, got the power supply going in here, as you see, as I discussed. It's got a nice bracket that you install onto the power supply first, and then you slide the entire power supply into the case. That then gives you easy access to all of your cables. I'm going to wait to install this caddy till after I get my cable management done, then I'll install that in there. Looking pretty clean. I still got these fan cables to get plugged in. A little bit of wire management I've done here. There's another fan cable here that I've got to get. But looking pretty darn clean. I even got a cable mod going here on the 24 pin. Okay, here in the back, as you see, cable management, pretty nice. Pretty easily done. Looking good. Everything's mounted. I'm not going to have any drives in here. There is an M.2 on the motherboard that's in there, a terabyte. That's how we're going to go with that. So I'm going to add a couple more fans in the front, and I'm going to get the fan headers and all that plugged in. Get this back cover on here, and let's start to get windows installed, and we'll show you what the finished product looks like. Well, here you go, everyone. Sort of the final result on this Be Quiet Pure Base 500 case. I do have to add a couple more fans, but I figured I'd just wrap this video up, just kind of give you a final look at everything. I do like this case. Very sturdy, very well built. By the way, I meant to mention that the back panel on this also has that sound dampening material, which adds a nice little touch. Good design, good simple design by Be Quiet, and I do like this particular model. This is a perfect small, mid tower little workstation or gaming case. If you don't like RGBs, of course you could add RGB fans in here if you like, but it's just a nice clean look. I really like it. It's a really good build, good case. Hats off to Be Quiet for their design here. I like to see them getting into the computer gaming case market, because I'm a fan of Be Quiet, actually. Their coolers are very nice, easy to install and everything. So anyways, that's going to wrap this one up. Tell me what you guys think down in the chat about this case. I love it. I think it's a really good case. Looks good. Build turned out nice. Tim with Tim's Computer Repair. Until next time, everyone, see you soon.